going on, y'all? I want to check out this video from a content creator by the name of Pexto. I think Pex2, I think that's how you say their name. I'm not sure, but they made a video speaking on how Sunny V2 was right about MrBeast. Let's see what's going down, man. See what MrBeast did. I know the stuff that that one creator, what was his name, Dog Pack, that he came out with. A lot of that was fake, and people ran with it too. So disgusting. But I know a lot of the information in those videos were not accurate. But let's check this one out. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the hype button as well. And if you want to watch me live stream, check me out on Kick. The link should be somewhere, I don't know. But hopefully it's put on the screen this whole time. The picture from my Kick.
You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That is what films would have you believe. But now retired YouTube commentator Sunny V2 proved that you can die as the villain, yet sooner or later, people will realize that you were the hero they didn't deserve but needed all along. In April 2023, Sunny V2 uploaded a video titled, "Why Chris Tyson Will Soon Be a Nightmare for MrBeast," and the response was overwhelmingly negative.
Absolute psychopathic behavior, bro. Have some shame and decency before you can put out a video like this. You don't even fucking know this person, dude.
In this video, Sunny argued that Chris's transition would end up becoming a massive issue for MrBeast based on how that changed the dynamic between the group.
Chris did make these bizarre jokes about Jimmy being female, making him incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh my God, Jimmy, look, they drew you. Jimmy, they drew you so well. It looks just like you.
And it wasn't just Sunny's observation, as fans of MrBeast picked up on the energy, commenting, "This is the most awkward MrBeast video I have ever seen," which stuck out like a sore thumb as regular viewers of the channel, as Chris was known for being the gun and truck-loving all-American icon. But in April of 2023, Chris publicly announced for the first time that he'd been on HRT, and the results were immediate.
I started taking HRT, and
Yeah, I didn't like this situation. All honesty, I'm not against any community. I got a lot of supporters that's a part of the alphabet. Shout outs to you guys. No hate, no hate. But this was crazy. They know their audience, MrBeast and his crew know their audience are majority children. Why are you coming on here and speaking about any of these things that you're talking about? When it comes to your transition and all that, that's not right, bro. Let kids be kids. The parents allow them to subscribe to your channel for entertainment. We don't want to hear about this. We want to see MrBeast fit 500 million gumballs into one jar. I don't know, something he gonna do. He gonna have 15,000 airplanes floating underwater. MrBeast is going to do something that kids are going to want to see. This ain't it.
I was amazed, like after 2-3 weeks, I just started having a mental clarity that it felt like a fog that had been around me just went away.
However, Chris, or well, Ava's announcement was met with mixed reception. Some people felt that she was incredibly brave for making the step, saying, "People have to realize that someone who transitions doesn't do it for fun. It's a long struggle they had to have to accept themselves. At the end of the day, we're all humans and we're all entitled to the pursuit of happiness." While others felt that Ava was an extremely bad influence for MrBeast's main demographic, which was a point Sunny argued as well. However, instead of focusing on why Sunny made the video, people focused on his comments about Chris's personal choices.
I feel like the implication of that sentence is go back. Actually, don't explore what makes you happy. Don't do what you want to do.
And this, of course, brought Sunny a ton of backlash. Not surprised that Sunny V2, a person who profits off ishing on other people at their lowest points, posted another video with an ish take, including from MrBeast himself. This is getting absurd. Chris isn't my nightmare, he's my friend, and things are fine. All this transphobia is starting to piss me off, and he wasn't the only one who thought Sunny's video was transphobic.
These are people just being like extremely transphobic and disgusting.
All this hate started a campaign against Sunny as more and more videos showed up, exposing his biases towards sensitive topics.
But I also want to virtue signal that I'm way better than the person we're talking about, because in reality, half of the stuff I said about the person is completely untrue.
Despite the overwhelming negative attention, some people defended Sunny, saying he was allowed to voice his opinions. However, allegations of him being transphobic had been bubbling for some time. It all started when Sunny defended MrBeast for making this joke.
I was actually born a tank, but sadly, it wasn't one of our 52 genders.
And if we take the joke and rank it on a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being least offensive and 10 being most offensive, it probably wouldn't even hit 1 on the scale.
And this stuck with some viewers who felt that Sunny had an agenda which he voiced through his videos under the guise of being objective.
Just making up all these what-if situations that are completely irrelevant. What if he becomes a completely different person and his new personality ruins the MrBeast channel?
As the hate spread around the internet, Sunny V2 unanimously became
a lot of those anti-videos of this Sunny guy, right? The people that were going after him because how dare he call out MrBeast. Fam, boy, did those videos age horribly. Crazy. And I'm not saying like MrBeast is evil or anything, but fam, sometimes people are aware of things that you might not be able to see. And then years later, all the truth come out. And now we know, like, damn, they really wasn't trying to be transphobic. They was actually trying to warn us.
became the most hated YouTuber on the platform. But this would soon turn into the nightmare Sunny promised, as on July 16th, 2024, YouTuber Adrox would post a video titled, "This video will make you hate Ava Tyson." In this video, Adrox provided multiple tweets from Ava, showcasing her admiration for disgraced artist Shadman. That wasn't the only thing which was weird about her, as viewers found an older video posted in June 2024 by the creator Prism42, who alleged that Ava had been talking inappropriately with one of her fans, Lava GS.
And why are you sending a 15-year-old a message saying coming for America? Why are you DMing a 15-year-old anyways on Snapchat?
After the situation blew up, Lava posted a tweet saying, "Ava never did anything wrong and just made a few edgy jokes. I was never exploited or taken advantage of." However, people argued that asking someone who was groomed if they were groomed is like asking someone with amnesia if they remembered when they got amnesia. Following which, Lava changed his initial statements, saying, "I thought I had a good
It depends. Later on in their life, they might be able to fully understand everything and be able to spot out what went wrong and whatnot.
memory of situation, but I was wrong. After reading the chat logs, this stuff was inappropriate and wrong. I was a minor in this situation and not the adult influencer who shouldn't have allowed this to happen. I did not see this wrong at the time." And this turned the wheel of internet drama once again, as the community that vilified Sunny V2 for even suggesting Ava could become an issue for MrBeast were now the same people who joined the bandwagon against her.
You can't just write that off as being like quirky, inappropriate, edgy jokes that people are blowing out of proportion.
Many of these videos, which explained the Ava situation, were flooded with comments reminding everyone who the first person was to point this out, with others adding, "Sunny V2 was never transphobic. He was just explaining that MrBeast was..."
That's why, I think for myself, bro. There's been a plethora of times where I've made a video and people was like, "Oh, bad take. I hate that." That's like something that people try to use in the commentary community in order to force everyone that think like a monolith and never have opinions of their own. Bad take. "Oh, you're wrong for this." And then they'll try to unsubscribe, yada, yada, yada. Right? All of that is just try to change your opinion. And then look what happens. Later on, you might have been the only one that was right. And you won't be credited for that if you delete your work and just back out and automatically do whatever someone tells you to. I've never done that. Every time I give my opinion, like one example, the Predator Catcher video I made years ago, I got a lot of hate for that because I was calling them out. And look years later, mad people are all calling out predator catchers and the dangers of it and how they mess up a bunch of cases and why EDP is still running around. Guess who called that out years ago? Me. Guess who got a bunch of hate about that, when they called it out? Me.
in an impossible position. And MrBeast's position would only get worse as more evidence of Ava talking inappropriately with minors came out, which turned some people's attention away from Ava and towards MrBeast. The controversy was massive, and Ava tried to clear the situation on X, saying that her past tweets and actions were just edgy jokes and that she had decided to step away from the MrBeast company for good. However, MrBeast was facing a PR disaster as people were alleging that YouTube was age-restricting any videos that mentioned Ava's past to help save their golden child's reputation. But eventually, MrBeast did provide more clarification on the situation. Over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations of Ava Tyson's behavior online, and I am disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts. I will allow the independent investigators the necessary time to conduct a comprehensive investigation and will take any further actions based on their findings. And the results of this investigation alleged that there was nothing wrong happening at the company, which got MrBeast a ton of backlash for obvious reasons. No way. The guys you paid found you innocent. While MrBeast did remove Ava from his channel once the controversy went public, many people started believing that MrBeast would do anything to protect his own image, which he did.
To be honest, I didn't really think too much of it because we just had like a lot of anime posters and things up, and it was an animated character that was clothed, obviously. And yeah, knowing what I know about Chapman now is a very weird thing to buy.
This explanation, however, wasn't well received. Even if you didn't know who the artist was, having a photo like that in your house is still effing weird. And the nightmare only got worse as Nathan, another member of Ava's Discord server, came forward with new allegations against her and MrBeast.
Chris Tyson from MrBeast used me, manipulated me, and did very inappropriate things with me while I was about 15 years old.
With more evidence coming out, Ava's reputation was slowly disintegrating, one leaked chat at a time.
To make matters worse, he was considered.
Sunny tried to warn you. Y'all said that he was being transphobic. See, this is why you shouldn't just try to jump on bandwagons.
Extending the Not Safe for Work channel to also cover gore, meaning he either intended to partake in or welcome the sharing of gore material, again, with minors.
The release of these chat logs were controversial as Nathan's character...
I don't even want that shared with me. You know, he's gore. I'm like, what? Nah, I'm cool. I'm all right. Like, in fact, I don't want anything shared with me outside of content that I'm reacting to.
Came into question with people alleging that many of his claims were false. Regardless, the chat logs were real, as were the many inappropriate things Ava shared with minors on there. But when it comes to Sunny V2, many people agree that he was right about MrBeast. The man predicted the future, got bashed by everyone online. He didn't apologize. Then a year later, he came out on top. As in his original video, this was the solution Sunny provided.
Does he still make videos or did he retire?
Provided Jimmy for the Ava issue.
The only clean solution should things go south might be for Chris to resign himself, and even then rumors and bad press will be unavoidable.
Which is quite scary in how close to reality Sunny's prediction hit. However, much of the hate that was directed towards Sunny turned out to be entirely baseless to begin with, as no one really talked about how Ava's transition would affect MrBeast's audience. Rather, everyone piled around with pitchforks looking to cancel Sunny for even having an opinion, but they couldn't cancel him because Sunny never responded. Speaks facts, gets called a madman, refuses to apologize, wins. And over time, as MrBeast has successfully...
Like I'm telling you, that's how I'm about to handle everything. I ain't responding to nobody unless it makes great content.
Phased Ava out of his channel, many people have expressed their delight at the decision.
I can now watch a MrBeast video in peace now. I can now watch a MrBeast video in peace.
However, it turns out that the Ava Tyson situation opened a Pandora's box of controversy for MrBeast, as YouTuber Dogpack made a 3-part series about Jimmy faking lotteries and his videos, as well as emotionally torturing his employees while keeping...
Dogpack was like 99% full of crap. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, ooh, it was great editing, and oh, this guy worked for MrBeast. Ooh, he must know everything. Y'all are gullible. When I say y'all, I ain't talking about my audience, but like the internet. Y'all are gullible as hell. You will believe anything. You know how many jobs that y'all cost people? Let me stop blaming everyone. This person. You know how many jobs Dogpack cost people? So you lost your job because you were trash at it. So you decided to make a bunch of other people lose their jobs. Nasty bastard, bro. Nasty as hell. And then he took down one of the videos too. He had one that was the most ridiculous allegations, but it was so crazy, he had to take it down, or he was about to get sued.
Criminals on his payroll. And while many of these allegations were proven to be false, Jimmy's credibility had taken a massive hit. People became wary of his antics, as was also apparent during his Team Water charity stream.
Was one of the most like uncomfortable, like weird streams of all time, bro. Basically, this is all this stream was, bro. The epitome of the stream was basically just MrBeast pressuring people into donating to.
That was disgusting. In fact, I think all these streamers should have put their big boy pants on and just told him no. I wouldn't have donated nothing. The hell you think you are, trying to pressure me into donating, or I'm gonna lose a bunch of subscribers, or people gonna say I'm a a-hole?
Team Water.
As well as when he announced a new AI thumbnail generator, which was such a horrible idea that Jimmy had to scrap it immediately. And adding to the misery was the Lunchly controversy in 2024, where many customers found mold in Jimmy's product. Now, to be fair to Jimmy, all of his controversies post-Ava were dealt with in a professional manner. While his tactics to get money out of streamers for Team Water was a bit aggressive and awkward, people could understand that because he was doing it for a noble cause. As for his moldy Lunchly controversy, his explanation made sense.
But we're talking like, I mean, it's moving over 1 million units a week right now. And I'm seeing like maybe a couple examples here and there.
However, Jimmy's rebuttals and explanations just started feeling like excuses and ways to deflect any valid criticisms people may have. And this erosion of
it's still nasty as hell, bro. Go make sure there's no mold in your food. Like, apologize and make sure y'all examine the hell out of it from now on.
Trust between Jimmy and the internet can be traced back to how he handled the Ava Tyson situation. Everyone has changed their perception about Jimmy, who was once a role model for every aspiring content creator, but has now become a corporate sellout in the eyes of many people. Even though all this could have still happened regardless of the Ava Tyson drama, it just goes to show that Sunny V2 was in fact right about Mr.
Yeah, he was. He was on point. 100%. And people were trying to make him back down. Good thing he didn't. But tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button and the hype button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And also, if you want to watch me live stream, check me out on Kick. Go and follow me. It should be like Internet Exposed Gaming or something along those lines.